Hi, if you're new here, my name is Victoria and I post fitness vlogs where I follow at home DVD tutorials that I got from the thrift store and document my fitness and glow up journey. If that sounds like something that you're into, go ahead and stick around. Also, if you're new here, then I should inform you. Not all of the camera angles are the best. I have only an Android phone to work with for the time being, but I still want to start this documentation progress and just show the progress that I do make as I make it. And if that sounds like something that you would want to join me on, amazing. If you're also on a fitness journey, I'd love to hear what your goals are down below. With the yoga video we're following today, we're going to be working on flexibility and strength. So the first part is going to be easing into the flexibility and everything. There's my dog trying to come and interrupt me. I love him so much. And then the second part will be in a different outfit because it's actually on a different day. But that's the more intense part of the yoga video. For this first part of the footage, I'm not showing the full footage because a lot of that footage is already up on the channel if you want to go check that out. But this was on a day where I was on my menstrual cycle and I definitely had some back pain, some hip pain, and I just wanted to get that blood flow going, if you know what I mean.
It's important to realize that doing this only occasionally is not nearly as effective as
I am working on getting a better editing quality as well. Like I said, start now, work from where you're at. And then here we're starting to work on that flexibility a little bit more heavily. I was feeling better on this day. So the reason I want to work on my flexibility and document working on the flexibility is that's going to be a pivotal part of my fitness journey moving forward, and it's going to help me gain more strength more quickly. And then you can see my cat creeping in the background. That old saying, where there's a will, there's a way, is really true. I don't have a lot of equipment here at all. I have a yoga mat, a DVD player, and some at-home DVDs that I play, and those were like 75 cents to $1 at a thrift store. So I really didn't pay a lot of money to start this fitness journey. And I didn't let the excuse of not being able to go to a gym right away or not having weights or this or that stop me. I'm still going to show up and start this fitness journey until I get to the point where I can go to a gym or I can invest in better equipment. And hopefully if you're thinking about doing anything fitness-wise, if you're thinking about trying to get more flexible or get healthy, I hope this inspires you to start where you're at and work from there rather than waiting for the perfect time. And I'm not body shaming or anything, but if you're like me and you'd like to look just a little bit better than you currently do before bikini season fully arrives, we still have a couple of months, which is plenty of time to get things moving and get things rolling. And you might be surprised with the kind of progress you make. And the more you show up for yourself, the better you're going to feel. You're going to have such a brighter aura just because you're showing up for yourself, and that's going to bring you a level of joy that nothing else can. It doesn't have to be hard either. Don't overdo it. Don't push your limits. You're not competing with anybody but yourself. You're just trying to get yourself from point A to point B. It's not a competition. It's not a race. You'll get there when you get there. And if you find ways to enjoy the journey, it won't even seem like that hard of a process. Here I am on my living room floor, taking 10 to 15 minutes a day, every other day for me, just to move my body, check in with myself, be with myself, know how I'm feeling, and know that no matter what, I'm still going to do this. No matter what life throws at me, I'm still going to show up for myself and take this time for myself. Self-care provides you a level of peace, security, and stability that I don't think anything really compares to. And I've recently found that the more I take care of myself, the more ways I implement self-care into my day-to-day life. Exercise, nutrition, skincare, doing my nails, doing my hair, wearing something that makes me feel nice. The more things like that I do, the more in tune with my inner voice and my own personal power I become, and the less influenced by the outside world I'm able to be. That's truly a powerful thing. That's a skill that not everyone has. And not everyone can suffer discomfort in order to get to where they want to be. Not everybody can go through doing the full body workouts, doing the stretching, doing the very slow, stupid things to get where you want to be. It seems slow, it seems stupid, it seems like a waste of time, and then one day, bang, you have your dream body, your dream life, your dream car, your dream house, your dream career. So, do it for you. Do it for that version of yourself that's going to be grateful for the version of you that's putting in all the grunt work now. And do it because everybody who's laughing at you now is going to ask you how you did it once you are successful and happy and have the life and body that you want to have. Be bold enough to ask for what you want in this life, but be brave enough to put in the hours of work that it's going to take. Because if it's worth it, it's going to take something in order to gain it. Whether it's you adopting a new mindset, eating differently, taking care of yourself, investing more properly, we'll say, more fluently, more with a pizzazz, whether you're doing that financially with index investments, or you're doing that through education, or through your body, through your clothing. Maybe you're going and getting your hair done. These investments in yourself and these small things that you can do to help improve your mindset, as well as working on your inner world, is going to set you up to be unstoppable. Fortitude and faith, baby. That's literally what has kept me on my 2 feet my entire life. Fortitude and faith. Without those two things, I'd have never even made it this far. And without those two things, I'm not going to make it to my dream life. As long as you can hold on to a little bit of fortitude, a little bit of faith, and a little bit of dedication, there's nothing in this world that's going to stop you. Not finances, not people, not anybody trying to gatekeep you. Nothing's going to stop you. Definitely not what other people think. Also, if the idea that it has to look or feel perfect is stopping you, release that. Release your attachment to perfection and embrace a connection to cringe. Because if you're not willing to be a little bit cringy, you're not going to make it very far. And if you lose people along the way, like friends or whatever, just assume it was meant to be and keep pushing anyway. Because they're going to regret it in the long run. You're not. Don't let these other people, other circumstances, negative thoughts, any of that stuff hold you back so much that you don't even try. That is the worst kind of failure. The worst kind of failure is the kind of failure that happens because you don't even begin. It may not look like it, but during this part of the footage, I could not breathe. I was struggling so hard. I wanted to just quit and turn off the camera. But I caught my breath for a second. I took a minute to rest, and I kept going anyway. And I think that is a beautiful example of what we sometimes have to do for ourselves in life. And then I go right into girly push-ups, and yeah, I could have let the fear of what people would think about me doing girly push-ups stop me, or I could have been like, I'm not strong enough to do push-ups, I guess I better do something else. But instead, I just started where I'm at, which has kind of been a little bit of the theme of this video, and I'm working from there. Yeah, it might be cringe to be doing girly push-ups now until I can push out a bunch of real push-ups, the day that happens, you guys won't be laughing, will you? My point is, thank you so much for the people who watch these videos and show up on this journey with me. It means so much that any of you guys are even willing to take time out of your day to watch these. And no matter what your goal is, no matter what it is you're trying to work at in life, whether it's fitness, beauty, finances, or other, start where you're at and work from there. Start with what you have, work on your inner world, and keep persisting no matter what comes your way, no matter how difficult it gets, no matter what challenges you have. And if you must, take a time to rest, but do not ever quit. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being part of today's video. If you're interested in this content and you'd like to see more, I upload once a week, every month. So you will have 4 videos every month from me, a minimum of 2 if I get busy. Mostly fitness content, but also I have some glow up diary, vlogs on the way, things like that. It's basically you coming along the journey for me to transform my life. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm transforming my life in every way. And those of you that are joining me are going to get to witness that from day one. And I'm very grateful and excited for that.